It's the start of another beautiful Friday, beautiful weekend. Actually, it's Friday evening, and I'm sure you know that's why you're home. That's why you're sitting in front of your television screens, because you couldn't wait. Bunjay is coming this evening from 8 to 9. Aha! So it's my pleasure to welcome you once again to another scintillating program on GIS TV, and this program is hosted by the Grenada Cultural Foundation. And of course, I'm your host, Robert White. We are having some very exciting weeks, and of course, we don't believe that tonight will be any way different. We're going to start the program as per usual with our Bunjay info, and congratulations to the winners of the Republic Bank Right Start Cup. Now, the Grenada Christian Academy, they defeated the GBSS school, and we're speaking about the under 16 division. They defeated GBSS 2-1. St. Mark's Secondary School conquered the girls division 4-3 on penalty kicks against McDonald College. And Happy Secondary School, now we're speaking of the under 21 division, they dominated the Grenada Boys Secondary School 3-2 near Bunjay blows past boy. So congratulations to all the winners. Again, the winners with Grenada Christian Academy under the under 16 division, St. Mark's Secondary School in the girls division, and Happy Secondary School. Now, the 4th Caribbean Beer and Rum Festival will be held on 22nd and 23rd of November at the Grenada Youth and Cultural Center in Grand Dance from 4 to 10. So those of you interested in getting to know more about the rum and beers, not only drinking, understanding more about how it is brewed and the origin and that sort of thing, what they put into it, all that information, go check it out. The 4th Caribbean Rum and Beer Festival, 22nd and 23rd November at the Grenada Youth and Cultural Center. Don't forget the 2nd Annual Camahorn Folk Festival will be held on December 6th to 8th, 2013 at the Sotters in St. Patrick's. Now, the venue for Camahorn Folk Festival is on the bus terminus in St. Patrick's. Let me tell you something. Grenada comes alive on that weekend, and this year, it's not going to be any different. The inaugural Christmas in the Gardens will be held at the Botanical Gardens, and that's Stanton, commencing December 13th and running right through the 22nd. It's a nightly activity. It begins at 6 p.m. And it is a family event, so come out and experience Christmas with the essence of the Grenada spices. And that's the inaugural Christmas in the Gardens, taking place at the Botanical Gardens, starting at the 13th of December and going right through the 22nd. Don't forget the Best Village competition has started, and you are reminded to plant and decorate your community in preparation for the competition in January. Now, flowers take a while to grow, so don't wait till the FIFA or whatever to start a plant. Plant now, right? And treat them nice over the Christmas season too, and they will grow and blossom in time to make your place look nice so you could possibly win the prize. Yeah? Good. Congratulations is in order for the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School. Their outstanding performance in the Grand Lake 2013 debate. Now they won the title again. Congratulations, folks. Hats off to you. Well, don't forget Fish Friday. Fish Friday happens as we speak. Head to Guav, not now, after the program. Head to Guav, have a fun time, and you can enjoy fish in all its different preparations. Right? So that seems to be our Bunjay info for today. Stick with us, don't move. When we come back, more exciting information, more excitement right here on Bunjay.
Bunjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. Way of life, of customs and traditions. Bunjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bunjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Welcome back. You're live on STV, and this is the show Bunjay. Remember, it happens every Friday between 8 and 9, and we start our program this evening in the interview section, that is, with two persons in the studio who are very good at what they do. So what do they do? Bunjay, wait, no man, I will tell you. So we have right here Latoya, and Latoya is Stanislaus, and we also have Vonjay on Bunjay. Yeah, he's Von Joseph. So, Latoya, Von, good evening. Welcome to Bunjay.
Good evening. Good afternoon.
Well, we are told you have dancing feet, right? They say some people use their feet for walking. Some play football with it. They say you dance a lot with yours, right? let's start with ladies first. And listen, that is a conventional advice. Ladies first. Even if you're in the forest and you see the lion coming, ladies first. Right? You promise?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, we keep fella born. No, but I thought you disagree with me. That's why I don't go, especially in the forest this man. You know, I just agree to. So tell us, what dance do you do? I mean, when did you start dancing? And tell us what's your specialty?
Well, actually, I started dancing at an early age, age 7.
You know what? Let me stop you right here. What's interesting? Most persons who have been on the program thus far started doing whatever they're doing at an early age. That's interesting. It seems to indicate that we have been able to identify talents in persons, from an early age. That's I just wanted to make that point.
Yes. Yes, I started dancing at age 7. I started off more interested in the modern type of dancing. As I grew older, pursuing my studies at the university in Trinidad, I started to develop more for folk dancing.
Good.
And so forth.
Like that.
Doing a bit of research on cultural heritage, Carriacou, doing the big drum dancing, and so it just gave me more inspiration to want to go into folk dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You speak about Carriacou and you raise a point. What did you find about the Carriacou big drum in terms of? Well, let me ask the question this way. The origin, of course, we know our African heritage or African connection, right? But how do you relate? What do you know any in Africa that still do the big drum dance and so as we probably would do it in Carriacou?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
The big drum dance it's very unique. In fact, people from all over the world they want to know much about the big drum dancing. So I think Carriacou has something very great with them. It's all over the world. People just want to know about the big drum dancing.
Let me tell you what I found. And as a question to see if I could have actually confirmed or verified. I mean, I have no reason to doubt the guy. A guy who I met one time, he was an African guy. I can't remember which part of Africa he came from. And that is why I asked to see if we could have actually made the connection. But his name was Philip Tinimbu. And Philip worked with one of the companies here in Grenada. And he said that he went to Carriacou and was amazed to find that the big drum, the way they do it in Carriacou, was identical to how they do it at his hometown in Africa. So imagine, we're speaking of slavery and hundreds of years thereafter, but the tradition has been passed on from generation to generation, and Carriacou has been able to maintain it. Now, I'm not saying it's like Grenadian saying they think it is like how it is in Africa. This is an African who says he recognized that this is done exactly the way they do it in his hometown. And I thought that was really instructive. Yeah. Right? But you said as time progressed, because you started with the conventional dance, and as time progressed, you went into folk. But before, we don't want vaunt. This is you only there for good looks. Right? So let's think about that question in terms of what really got you into folk and make you single out folk. Right? Vaughn, what sort of dancing do you do?
Same thing.
You do the folk too?
Cultural dancing, folk dancing.
Yeah?
Yes.
So we won't find you doing ballet and going up on your toes?
No. My body was not built for that, this point in time.
Or is it that your toes too weak?
Well, my foot kind of big, so I believe I can stand on it for a long period of time.
but what folk dancing that really excites you? I mean, that because you developed that passion for it?
Well, that's the thing. I started dancing not at a very young age.
Well, don't try that, because you ain't out young yet, So not
yes,
very young age.
Not very young, but young enough. I was more into break dancing and whatnot in secondary school.
Break dancing?
Yeah, these kind of
break dancing?
Well, young fellas. That is the thing.
Yeah.
But after attending the TAM CC, one of my majors was cultural studies.
Okay.
And this is where I really saw the different cultural art forms. And to everyone, there was dancing. And after studying it for a period of time, I realized, I really like culture, I really into culture. And I really wanted to explore more of our Grenadian heritage, our Grenadian culture. So this is where I actually bounced up with Mr. Latoya Stanisclaus and the group Asian Dance Company, and she specialized in cultural dancing. And with me having a little knowledge of, the origins of certain dances and so culture and whatnot, I was just drawn to it. And from that time, I just was always into culture, the stick fighting, the bongo, you name it. It's my culture, I embraced it, and I wanted to live on. So from that time, I was just totally interested in the cultural
dance
dancing.
together?
Actually, he's a member of my company.
Oh, so you actually started a dance company too?
Yes.
Great. What's it?
Innovation Dance Company.
Okay, I heard you
But
mention that.
we are now sponsored by Grenada Trade Center, so we are GTC Innovation Dance Company.
Hey, drum roll. We have the trade center putting their money where the mouth is. And this is not to say that other people don't contribute. I mean, I just want to say it's just a good thing when we see there's a company here that recognize the art and decide to put monies along with sponsorship and so. Right. Tell us where you see where with this. I mean, you started dancing. You not only like it, but you started a dance company. Obviously, you're interested in passing on the talents. Right. That's good. What about you? Apart from dancing with her, have you started a dance company, or do you have intention to teach that kind of way too? And where do you see yourself going with this?
Well, very far. But for now, I consider myself a learner. So I'm not at the professional level as yet. I've just started, but I want to bring it as far as it can take me. I want to even pass it on to the younger persons coming up under me. I want to see Grenada back to the way it used to be. Like when I listen to the older folks speaking of all the times they used to have and the different cultural groups in the different villages. This is what I want to see. So I'll be pushing that cultural dancing, pushing everything culture until I can really see that in the different communities. So I really wanted to take me as far as possible, not just in Grenada, but...
Latoya, let me ask. Indirectly, is you are getting at it, but let me ask Latoya. Now, what is it about dancing that seems to attract more females than the male? And to the extent that when you see fellas dancing, you hear that people start to think of them as being effeminate, as being on the other side and all sort of thing. What creates that kind of impression?
Well,
what do you think is responsible?
I think you have more females dancing or involved in dancing because it's something yourself with dance. It brings out a discipline in females, right? But not just females. It brings out discipline within the males, but they're just a bit shy to learn the dancing. And I think they see it as because you have to go into leggings and you look kind of girlish and so forth. So you get more females involved in dancing rather than males.
But I seem to believe that it brings out a superior grace. I mean, you see a man dance and if your movements are fluid and all of that, it to me doesn't look ladylike. All right, it looks graceful. And who says only ladies should be graceful? Right? But there seems to be the stigma attached there, and I don't know. I just think it's time for us to really shed that kind of thought pattern or so. But we really would like to speak to you for the rest of the month if we get a chance. But there's always this time constraint. So, as we wrap up, tell us what would you actually say to youngs who are now interested in getting involved in dance? So very quickly, anyone of you could go.
Well, since we have more females involved in dance and we're trying to get more males into the dance, I would let Vaughn share his experience and.
Good. So Vaughn, she passed the battle on the battle.
Yes, I would say there's nothing feminine about dancing. Besides, in Africa, the majority of dancers are male, after looking at studies. So there's nothing feminine about male dancing. There's a difference also, right? So there's lots of strong male African dance, strong cultural dances. The male step is always different to the female step. So therefore, there's nothing to be scared about as a male entering into any form of dance you would like. Maintain your masculinity and reach for the stars. As you say, there's a certain gracefulness about it.
Superior grace.
Exactly. Superior
Well, I want to
grace.
thank you very much for your comments. I want to thank you for appearing on the program. I want to thank you to Latoya. We are speaking with Latoya Stanisclaus and Vaughn Joseph. and they were giving us an insight into the type of dance that they do. They are dancers, but they specifically focus on the folk dancing. Thank you so much, folks. Stay with us. When we come back, still more fun on Bonjay.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories, the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Welcome back. We are speaking just before the break with Latoya and Vaughn. And as we indicated, they were giving us a little insight into the type of dance they do and so. Well, at this point, every program we also have a little call-in segment. Now, some of you lazy home and you actually taking up the phone and make a call. But here's what. Tonight, we want you to tell us what your experience is like in the days of them wooden buses. Remember traveling from St. Patrick's and coming to St. George's and traveling from Grenville to St. George, not Granite Town. I remember them buses going over Granite Town, but going over the eastern side. And the wooden bus was an experience in itself. Pretty much very different to what is happening nowadays. So the numbers you can call, 435-2636, the number, sorry, 435-2636. Give us a shout. Tell us what were your experiences like riding the wooden buses. Now, I could tell you, I at age 7 was big enough, and my mother considered me responsible enough to send me to by myself. The bus picking me up right in my gap, and usually on a Saturday, the time she sent me up after 10 minutes, 11 in the morning, bus full from Sotters. I had to stand up from Sotters to Grenville. And anytime you get a little seat and you sit down for 2 minutes, the bus pick up somebody again. You as a child always have to stand up. Stand up. The train is supposed to stand up like big people sit down. Let me tell you something. I used to vex. Gee, that was taught here. But tell you something though. It gave me a discipline and respect for older persons. So even today, it is something automatic. Now that so that to me, with respect to the riding the big buses, I learned discipline as a child. Now a lot of other things happen on the buses, but it's not so much my experience. I want you to call us, 435-2636, and tell us. Right now, there's a joke I remember too, while waiting on the call. This conductor used to like to stay, he figure he had style. So he like to stay all in people's yard, because with them buses, you have a bag of fig to drop, have a bag of rice to drop here. The bus was messenger, transport, everything used to be on bus, pig and all, Some people come in, they pig in a bag. Right? Everything used to be on the wooden bus. But this conductor now gone into somebody's yard, on the step to drop a box. Remember they used to have a flute built. When they blow the flute, the driver knows it's time for them to move. Or if you drive in and you blow the flute, time for you to stop. It's not like no, you had bell and thing. So my man blow the flute in somebody's yard and the driver take out. But he's speedy running behind the bus and he can't catch it till next stop. I mean, that was exciting. That was part of the entertainment with the wooden buses. And then you get the wooden bus was radio, was television, that was the Facebook before nowadays. I mean, you get everybody business on the wooden bus. But you have the kid children, something when I say right, you can't laugh. So even when they give jokes and things, you have to wash your mouth. You have to with your face straight. I mean, these are some of my ex riding the wooden buses. But again, we'd like you to call 435-2636. The lines are still open. Call us and tell us what your experiences were like, because I'm sure that, of course, depending on the route and depending on the time of the day, it might have been varying experiences. But all, that we could find something to poke and make a little fun of. But it was part of our experience growing up. It was part of the transportation in those days. So there seemed to be no call, but we're going to move on because we have more other exciting interviews and more exciting of the program to deal with. So stay with us. Don't go away. All right?
Manger. It's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Manger. Hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Manger. A product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
always maintain that there is no end of creativity. I mean, you can do so much if you just put some thought in, and if you have developed some skill, you can do just about anything with anything. You could make art out of anything. I'm extremely happy to welcome to this segment a young lady named Tamara Prosper. And I'm holding in my hand a beautiful Christmas card. I'm sure that if I put it up like this, great. And what you see here is all handmade. All handmade. Now, the writing is done freehand. It's actually written. It's not a computer-generated something. This here is well put together and done nicely by this young lady whose name I just mentioned a while ago. Tamara, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you, Robert.
Wow, I'm just flabbergasted. There's so much creativity in this. And tell us, you do Christmas cards, among other things.
I do.
Tell us how you started first with the Christmas card production.
Okay, well, first of all, with the Christmas cards, I have a natural knack when it comes to the artistic part of things. Mm-hmm. So with the Christmas season upon us, well, I went to UWI and I lived on a dorm with a lot of persons and they have relatives away and so on. You know, so with the demand for a Christmas card to send for their mother, their father, whatever, that brought about that for the Christmas card. Mm-hmm. Hence the reason it came about, you know, the demand for it, and being right there so that the students can source it to send it to their parents. And then it, you know, more persons started to see how unique it was, because if you look at it, you see a lot of three-dimensional aspects to it. Mm-hmm. So you see you have the roots that are spray painted, give the kind of wreath kind of look, you know. Yeah. So that is a very important aspect of the cards that I do. I make sure there's some those elements, some 3D elements to it, and not just a flat, plain, boring card. Okay. Yes.
No, and I understand it, Tamara, that you, well, of course, all these, I want the camera to take a picture of it again, and all these are done by recycled material.
Yes, it is.
Right. And what's also interesting is that you use, apart from just recycled material, but you would use material that even folks would have thrown away, right, and bring them back to life. So it's almost adding value to what we call rubbish.
It is, it is. And more specifically, you'll find the added value and the recycled material in the things such as our bags, our earrings, etc. And you know, you'll see that the raw wood from the promo video, you can also see all the girls wearing the necklaces, etc. And it's pieces of wood that the carpentry shops would be throwing away because it's too small to want to do, but it's significant enough in terms of size for what Tambran wants to do.
Who's Tambran?
Tambran is a brand, it's the name of the business.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that out. Yeah, that's Tamara brand added, coined a nice good word, the hybrid word, Tambran.
Yes,
and we know, of
Tambran.
course, we have a fruit here, right, called Tambran. I like that name. Tell us, so how long have you been doing those type of work?
To be honest, has been in my life forever, to be honest. I did it from primary school come up, did art at CXC level, you know,
Okay,
and I'm
okay.
also a teacher of art. So with the birth of Tambran has been around for about a year and a half, and we're producing all our material, all our products are 100% recyclable materials. So basically partner with companies and use their material, what they would have originally thrown away, and give it new life.
Right.
So we produce the earrings, the bags, the ones, and so on, you know. So that is how that whole, and I think it's all to do with my personality too. I'm a very thrifty person. So I look to see.
Yeah, it is obvious, it's obvious. You
like to
go to university and everybody beating books and you see an opportunity to make some money selling Christmas cards. But
That's
of course, there's a demand.
There is a
Good.
demand, you know. So you look to see where you can spend less and get as much as out of it.
1J, that is
So- and
called,
it's-
that is local Grenadian economics. Spend less and get the most out of it.
Yes.
Right?
And it's also, you know, making an environmental statement because, yeah.
I
because-
wanted to come to that because I understand that there has been some achievement on that level, or recognition / achievement on that level. Tell us about it.
Okay, so in my quest in putting out my product, I did see the level of innovation in it. So thus, there was the advert to the Caribbean Innovation Challenge was out, you know, and I recognized that, and I say, you know what, let me take that leap of faith and apply for it. So therefore, we had to submit our business plan, market feasibility study, promo video, the whole works, a very holistic package. And I did that, I sent it, and was selected out of the 20 finalists in the Caribbean, the lone Grenadian. So went there and flew the flag. The competition was held in Barbados. And yes, and from the finalists, everybody had to set up their booth, present their products to all the dignitaries, all the judges, you know, do a business pitch. And of course, you have to be fluent, sell yourself as best as you can. And I emerged the winner in the category for Best Environmental Entrepreneur.
Hey, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. 1J, you think Tamara easy? Congratulations. It's
Thank
not
you.
too late. It was April, it was?
Yes, it
It's
was.
not too late to congratulate you, girl.
Thank you, thank you.
Good, good. Where is your business setup? And
My
how persons wanting to get some of these items, right? How could they get in contact with Tamara? With Tambran?
Yes, it's Tambran. Our very vibrant Facebook page is a central location for the business. So persons would order, they would see pictures, they would say they want this, how much of it, etc. So it's online based. It's more the click kind of business, and our website is also structured as we speak.
Very good. Very good.
So you can, in terms of the accessories, the products are located at Hot Steppers Boutique. That's in St. George's. It's
Hot
close
Steppers,
to the
St. George's.
Hot
Right.
Steppers Boutique, close to Voyager on the upstairs. Yeah, and we also have interest interested businesses coming and approaching us saying, you know, we are interested in your product, can we get it into the shops? So hotels such as La Lune, so on, has approached us with expression of interest, and that is good for the business,
Of
you
course,
know.
I'm proud of you, girl.
Yes, yes,
And I told you
yes.
earlier on, your mama must be proud of you. Mommy, the girl doing good. All right, and we also understand that there is, I know why you're trying to hide it. They say the best person to blow your trumpet is you, you know.
Really?
Right, so tell us, you understand that there's a nomination too for under one of the GCIC awards. Right, so tell us something about that too.
Okay. So Tam Brand by Tamara has been nominated for the category of Best Young Entrepreneur, of the year, and also a second nomination for Environmental Excellence.
So you got 2 nominations.
Yes, 2 nominations.
Tamara going places. Bon J, girl, that I tell you, drum roll. I tell you something why I'm so excited about that too. We come back to the nominations. My mother is into art as well.
Right.
Necessarily, she's into cards and she does a lot of painting and so on. So every time I look at this, my mind runs on her. Right, so so you're making a nice connection there.
Okay.
Right, but
Good to know.
let's continue about the awards, the nominations. Sorry.
Right. So yeah, so I'm very excited about it. Not you alone. And the banquet will be held tomorrow, where the persons who won in the categories would be officially awarded. Yeah.
But
So
guess what? I am emceeing that activity tomorrow. I'll be one of the co-hosts, and it will be an extreme, exciting moment to be able to call. And the winner is, right? So let's keep our fingers crossed now.
let's keep our fingers crossed.
But I mean, we see the Christmas card. You have some other stuff in your hand, but I know you had something in the bag there, and I saw an apron.
Right.
That just caught my attention because I remember off the set we were speaking about the apron. And it's from recyclable material as well.
Right.
I get a feeling it doesn't have a banner or something, so?
Yes, it is.
Right.
So let's take a look. So just to get a little history of, or a story about how this come about. So this is a banner that would have been used for some promotion of an activity, and it's branded. You see that there's
Yeah.
a brand here, UV, of course, Mona, St. Augustine, something to do with that. So it had life before, a banner before, but now it's been used as an apron. And just from the feel of it,
Yeah,
the
this
material is very durable.
This is going to last a lifetime.
I
you
know.
The
And-
kitchen had to bonding to bond. You see that kind of material?
So as you can see, businesses that partner with Tam Brand, they get that advertising beyond just
Beyond the life of the
right.
initial purpose of this.
That is it.
Because this, I imagine, would have been some banner for some activity with you
Yeah.
that would have lived this life as far as the activity is concerned.
Yes.
But here's the material that is durable.
Yes.
Right, I mean,
Extremely
look at the
durable.
quality of the materials
Just wipe and go.
Yes, and you see a lot of these things happen because now we're into events and so,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We move out of cloth in most cases, and we're into that kind of banners.
Yeah.
So here there's new life.
Yeah.
And what I particularly like is that might have ended up in a landfill. It's vinyl, so it's kind of hard plastic in a way, and might have ended up in a landfill and create some environmental problem.
Yes, it would.
I mean, it is so refreshing to see that there is someone who can use those things that, one, would have been thrown away, but two, help to rid the environment
Yeah.
of this problem that we have.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, tomorrow you just go, girl. Go, girl.
And I'm happy to tell you as well that some of the government ministries are also partnering and giving us their banners, their old banners that they just have, they're gathering dust and, instead of throwing it away, giving it to us, such as the Ministry of Finance and Energy, and I'm very happy for that. Yeah.
Good. You're probably like making caps and everything like that just now.
Yeah.
What about handbags? I get a feeling you do handbags.
Yeah, I
and so
do
on?
handbags, as you can
Is that
see.
one of your own creation
yes,
right there?
It is. It's one of those.
Just stretch a bit and wow. So now we know she's not only a maker of Christmas cards, she not only makes earrings, but she also has the knack and the skill to make bags and other things. I mean,
Yeah.
you're taking
And
the art to
I'm
different
also
levels.
experimenting, I'm experimenting with other materials and how we can disguise it and make use of it. Instead of, it's kind of passionate it's for me that we send everything in the landfill. And even with products from Grenada, most of it we export in its natural form. I think value is what would give us the competitive advantage as a country, what we can do extra with things.
Tamara, I really enjoyed this segment. I really enjoy speaking with you. I want to wish you the best with your future endeavors. I want to ask you to go girl, go
Thank
clean up
you.
the environment and get the materials out of the landfill and back into use again. And just, I wish you the best. I mean, the ceiling
Thank
is ceiling,
you.
the sky is the limit. So, hope that we'll see you. Tambran, right up there.
And can I invite the general public? We're having a face-to-face official Tambran showcase where persons can come and witness in the form of a fashion showcase. At the Spiceland Mall, we'll be having a fashion show whereby all these things that we produce would be on the catwalk,
display.
on the
Okay.
runway.
When
So
is it going to
person-
be?
It's going to be next week, Saturday. That's
Next
the 30th
Saturday.
of November. It's a free show. Did I say free?
Yeah. Tamara said everybody come.
Yes, I know.
There's no cover charge.
No cover charge. So you sit, you enjoy. It starts from 6 o'clock and it goes up to 8 o'clock. So next week, Saturday, that's the 30th of November at Spiceland Mall, 6 o'clock.
You heard that. That was our interview with Tamara Prosper. We take a break. Don't go away.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. Life of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenadian Cultural Foundation.
Welcome back, you. Let me tell you something. You know by now that every segment we produce a Bonjay moment. It is intended to crack you up. It's intended to just get the hilarity out of it and, I mean, spice it up a bit. Well, this week is we're giving you a Bonjay moment with a difference. I mean, still will crack you up, but we just want to show you that there are some people who you might probably just cancel off as not having talent, but we're going to show you what a Rasta man could do. Let's get the Bonjay moment.
Bonjay.
This year is just water, all a girl and water. After you done water, mother slowly no blood. Like yeah, that's what it is. You'll be in the drink. London passing water, New York passing water, Caribbean water, Canadian water, Trinidadian water, Solution water, Vincent Sean. This year is just water, all a girl and water. After you done water, mother snap a water. Take on what no work for, no walk back what she take for. This year is me and no condom, really no black.
Bonjay.
Now who say Ras can dance? Anybody say that? These two guys have just dispelled the notion that Rasta man can't move. I mean, when you go down, right down until you hear drag on the ground, you know, you hear like a mop clean up the ground when you're done dancing. But the most interesting thing to me is if you can't do it on one foot by yourself, get some help from your partner. That was our Bonjay moment for this week. I mean, listen, I just find it as hilarious as any of the other Bonjay moments that we've produced in previous programs. Rasta and the partner having fun. So, we take a break. Stay with us. Don't go, man.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenadian Cultural Foundation.
Welcome back. And I still cracking up, you know. I mean, Ponji, but the Rasta good, you know. I just couldn't help, I still cracking up. Well, this evening we want to feature as a video moment one of our more recent artists who would have just shot to some fame there. Had a very successful carnival season. I'm speaking of none other than Skinny Banton from the style of Carriacou. Of course, we're not going to feature the song that did very well for him for the carnival season, but we got something that he has done. He has a wonderful video of a song now, Before I Come. Right? So let's take on Skinny Banton, his video, Before I Come.
Oh gosh, girl, let's answer her phone now every time you listen.
Hello?
Oh, good morning. Show me on.
Good morning, how are you?
Yeah. I was calling to tell you I finished the work now.
Wow, that was fast. Thank you. I was actually wondering if it's not too much trouble. I have some land up in the country that I would like you to work, and maybe you can dig it up before you come.
No, man, I dig it up.
All right, I'll see you then. Bye. Bye.
Says Skinny Banton, me name that say anyway. I'm going down in Chicago, I'm going down in Chicago, land. I get to walk up in the country. All I have to do is walk the land. But I don't want to disappoint you. This woman they can show me on. Every weekend I'm a scholar, cause I have to get me paid. But this weekend when I call her, oh Lord, this is what she telling me. I want you to get up before you fuck. I want you to get up before you fuck. I want you to get up before you fuck. I want you to get up before you fuck. So I start to think. I start in early morning, think. Finishing late at night, think. I ain't missing a day, think. I want she fire me. She say if the work is finished, nobody call me back. Cause I have a lot of land, and that is a lot of work. Say I'm rushing up the corner, I'm rushing up the side. She see the piece in the middle, dig it up and open it wide. People start to call me for my boy. Loud up with that joy. By the sweat and eyebrow I must get paid. So I don't care what no boy taking this in a happy way. She want me to dig it up before I come. She want me to dig it up before I come. She want me to dig it up before I come. She want me to dig it up before I come. So I start to think. I start in early morning, think. Finishing late at night, think. I ain't missing a day, think. I want she fire me. Down in Chicago, I'm going down in Chicago, land. I get to walk up in the country. All I have to do is walk the land. But I don't want to disappoint you. This woman they can show me on. Every weekend I'm a scholar, cause I have to get me paid. But this weekend when I call her, oh Lord, this is what she telling me. I want you to get up before you fuck. I want you to get up before you fuck. I want you to get up before you fuck. I want you to get up before you fuck. So I start to think. I start in early morning, think. Finishing late at night, think. I ain't missing a day, think. I want she fire me.
Welcome back. And we were viewing just before the break that video from Skinny Banton. And remember that we want to invite everyone outside there, whatever artists who have a video that they figure that is good enough and they would like the exposure, they can send it into GCF manager at, help me that, the GCF manager at spicer.com. So remember, send your videos. Those of you who have a video outside there, we want to encourage, this program is about showing our own local persons, right? Our own local artists, giving them the exposure. So you can send your videos to gcfmanager@spicer.com. We take a break, we'll be right back.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Hey, what Bonjay, fellas, not yet. Listen, folks, you hear like a train in the background there? Listen, they set tight. It feel like one of them wooden buses. Remember speaking about them wooden buses earlier on? Well, right now, it feel like a wooden bus driving from Sotes to Grenville. Do you know, so they can't make me stand up and sit down. I have in the studio with me Mr. Felix and the Upsetters. Listen, man. I'm so proud to introduce the band. Mr. Felix, good evening, sir.
Good afternoon, James.
How are you doing?
Fine, very tense.
I want to give you the opportunity to quickly introduce the other members of your band.
Okay. This is Sharon.
Wait, no, she just joined the band last week. Bonjay, you wondering who it is? Yeah. No, I ain't. Let me, partner, you take on the introduce fella. He don't know either.
That is the boss, Upsetter. That is Sharon. Alban, that's Sancho.
Here's who? Alban?
Alban, yeah.
Okay.
And that's Sancho. And that's Aubrey.
You lose your work, man.
That's right.
Just so.
Yep. But I go still remain.
You go still remain?
I ain't going.
Yeah, apply for it again.
I ain't going at all.
Now, they are here with us this evening. And they need no introduction. I see them singing in Christian. I see them singing praise. Bad enough funeral. Yeah. The last time they give me an incentive to close me, but I say no. I will not think seriously about it. I say it's all right. I will lay up in your own time. How long has this band been together?
Well, this year we got 35 years.
30 who?
35 years together.
But this is better than any marriage. A lot of marriage and lasting long, so. Hey, what is 35 years to say?
35 years.
I imagine when you started in my child or your grandchild.
Children. Grandchildren.
So we have the Quattro. Yeah. We have
Sharon
and the Shak. I don't think color's nice, boy. We have Aaron. Is Aaron?
Alban.
And the drum there, so. And well, I understand you. Nobody could cook food in your house, and nobody could come to here. This man, yesterday my instrument are greater and a Afro comb. That must be set in G, boy. Pull a note, let me hear you. Pull a note. And then we have Aubrey the guitar. Folks, and so we run a tune for us. We ain't have time to do the entire thing, but we go do a few little tunes.
Merry Christmas to you, baby. Happy holidays. Christmas time is coming, and Santa is calling. Ba-da-ba-dee, ba-ba-dee, ba-ba-dee, yeah.
fellas singing good. But you see, if we give them the whole tune, we won't get the second and the third one. We don't have time. So we have to give them a little piece, a little piece, a little piece.
All right.
But so you and the quattro, my partner on the guitar there, and the thing singing good. All right? Tell us where else the band play and so?
Okay.
Apart from the front, do you have any engagement, like weekly engagement, anything like that?
Well, we played in Spicing Hotel.
Spicing Hotel?
Every Sunday.
Uh-huh. What's that experience like? I imagine the tourists love you.
Oh, yes. Well, it's about 30 years we played in Spicing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the hell is this? Hey. That's why 35, you pay 30 in Spicing.
Yeah, from
your home?
since in Blue Horizon.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
We have time, we could take another one from the Jolly Boys?
Yeah.
No, when I said the upsetter before. You upsetter?
What is upsetter?
Okay. Upsetter and
the Jolly Boys.
Hey, we get it thumbs up, they say we could hit them again. Tell you the thing nice, boy. We have a little piece. Bonje, Ash. Well, we have extension for another half an hour now. Yeah. By music sweet. So tell us, so you play Spicing. What other activity do you do? How people contact the band?
Okay.
What keep the band going all these years? I mean, I'm still kind of excited about the 35 years thing.
Well, because of our activities, our achievement, the way we make people feel when we go and play. So that keeps us alive.
Right. How has it been for you economically? I mean, look at things good now because it's nice pretty short all over you have and there. I mean, I sure didn't get free. So you look at things nice. I mean, has the band been able to keep itself? Has this thing been able to sustain you?
Well, yes, to a point.
To a point?
Yes, to a point. Okay, I'm gonna say to a point.
Tell me,
as long as,
the thing I work. Yes, to a point.
As long as Spicing have yes, we are work.
Okay. So your primary source of sustenance has been the Spicing gig?
Yes.
Right. And you do it every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
Right.
From 1 to 3.
Oh, from 1 to 3. I just send me if you are free on Sunday. Trouble about it. Some people have had the experience where they grow up in a house and they see their father play and tell us about the next generation of Jolly Boys.
Next generation of Jolly Boys. I don't know if you go over next one. I don't know.
So none of your children pick up that? No, nobody like the thing? No. You don't drag them behind you, I mean?
No, well, let me tell you the honest truth. I made some children, but I make 2 children, my wife. The others is outside.
Yeah, well, you're wrong. You should put them inside. See, when they're outside, the rain doesn't wet them. You can't keep them children outside. You have to bring them inside.
So, and the thing is, I don't know how I get this done. Nobody in my family ever play music. Nobody never sing. I don't know how it happened to me, but it just happened.
No, well, my family are rather singer either. My father had a old car was a singer. Yeah, I was singer car then. And my grandmother had a machine was a singer too. Hey, what? I like with that quattro. I mean, it's my favorite instrument. I have my quattro in my car right now, and I doesn't make joke with it.
Right.
I learned Fatman the other day to go and do an ad, and I tell him, Fatman, bring back my thing as you finish with the ad. Friendship could have matched up right there if it take long.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I doesn't play it. But I told you about the experience I had with the first one, that brick.
With the blind man?
Yeah. Let me, we don't have more time, but the blind man come by me Christmas morning. blind fortune teller. I call him. It's the truth. Come at me Christmas morning to get a quattro tune. He get a quattro, I think, from the Venezuelan embassy or something. So that's what that quattro gave me at one time, and he get one. So he come, he don't know how to tune it. So he come at me, I put on my quattro. I was having a little difficulty. So I bring my quattro, and then I brought out his to see if I could, synchronize them. So I resumed mine when I finished on the veranda. The man go to sit down on the veranda and he captured the quattro. The quattro fall, the whole bottom open and things. So I ended up having to buy a new one.
Yeah.
That was my first quattro and that one matcher. And then I vex, Christmas morning, because I planned to parent and things, so I vex, like the man got to me, he said, well, don't get vexed. I didn't enter you by spite, I didn't see it. Well, by that time, I can't vex again because the man right, the man tell you didn't see it, If you come and tell me you didn't see it, I get away.
Yes, because you're twice.
Yeah. Well, the man nothing. Tell me, don't get vexed, man, I didn't see it. So, again, you must have another thing inside in the bag. You pull out one in the bag again now. Yeah, Right. You see, it's a little piece. One time you see, and it's 5 minutes again, right? We having fun with the jolly boys. This one is jolly. This one more jolly. All them jolly. Even she jolly too. Right. And I'm the most jolly of all because I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yes. Guess what I get now? Guess a popular one.
Man, you think you must be on every day. You must work. You must work. And you think you must be on the line. If you don't have money, you must work. I want you to go around with me and listen to what I say. You're up to my door, you want to go. You don't want to go. The bottom man, the way you do. You don't want to go. You just go. I don't want to get. You don't want to get. I think I need you.
Yes, thank you so much. If I get sweet there, I know it's on next week Friday. We have to right? Listen, we are having fun with the Jolly Boys. We really want to thank you, all of you who were on the program here this evening. We had the young ladies who were the artists. We had the dancers to start with. We also want to welcome back our dear producer. We want to know we missed her so bad and she must get well fast. Right? And of course, we can't let the Jolly Boys get away so they're giving us one before they go. You know, last song? Maybe a Chinese saying, last song before you go. So we get a last song from the Jolly Boys.
I'm so fucking drunk. Oh my God, yeah. I'm going back. I'm going back. Not me. On the streets of the city. Only that you're begging. I can walk every minute. So I call the police.
Thank you very much.
See you next week.
Good to be here this week. And me Johnny Boys for our fun. We play till next week Friday. Thank you so much, boy. We on that whole program for you.